Hello, my name is Dahn and I'm a third-year radiation oncology resident at Dalhousie University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm going to talk about my project looking at burnout and resiliency in Canadian oncology residents. A common definition of burnout is a composite of emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and perceived low personal achievement. Burnout has been shown to lead to problems for an individual physician as well as for the healthcare system as a whole. In residents, a wide range of burnout rates have been reported that vary by specialty. Resiliency can be defined as one's ability to maintain a stable equilibrium or bounce back despite hardship and trauma. And it's been shown that more resilient individuals have a lower risk of burnout. Resiliency can be fostered through various activities such as mentorship, mindfulness, self-care, and communication skills training. The goal of the study was to assess the level of burnout and resiliency in Canadian oncology residents, as well as to capture what resiliency and wellness training is currently being offered. This is a timely project as supporting resident wellness will become a mandatory part of accreditation standards in 2018. We sent an online survey to Canadian radiation oncology, medical oncology, and hematology residents and program directors that collected demographic information, burnout risk factors like hours of sleep, as well as validated burnout and resiliency indexes. We also collected what training was being offered and what training the resident would be interested in. We had a response rate of 30% for residents and 48% for program directors. 50 to 60% of respondents indicated some resiliency and wellness training existed at their institution, but 58% of residents felt it was not adequate. The average resiliency score was 65.4, compared to 80.4 for a published control of the general population and 68 to 73 for medical resident cohorts, where a higher score means more resiliency. 42% of residents met burnout criteria, and we found that the more resilient residents were less burnt out. There was not a specific demographic group, such as by training year or age, that was at higher risk of burnout, so this training should be offered to all residents. And actually, those with lower resiliency, who might actually benefit more, were less interested in attending, perhaps because they were already too burnt out for any additional training. In summary, this is the first study to look at both burnout and resiliency in oncology residents. We found that Canadian oncology residents are more burnt out and less resilient than the general population, and have similar burnout and resiliency rates when compared with other resident cohorts. We didn't find a particular high-risk group, and therefore this training should be offered to all residents, keeping in mind that those who may actually benefit most may be less inclined to attend. We suggest that an effective resiliency and wellness program will combine evidence-based mindfulness strategies with activities of interest to the residents participating, such as one-on-one meetings with staff mentors and communication or stress management workshops. It's important that the program be flexible, evolving, and time efficient. This study has guided the creation of a pilot resiliency and wellness program for Dalhousie radiation oncology residents with excellent preliminary feedback, and we look forward to sharing more about this pilot project in the future. Thank you very much for your attention.